Hey guys, welcome back. So we are going to continue today with freeCodeCamp curriculum. Last time I finished the ES6 exercise, so today we're going to start with regular expressions. Okay, let's get into it. Regular expressions are special strings in this case that represent a search pattern. You've probably seen them maybe somewhere for email validation is really popular in the front end or something like that. Okay, let's go to the exercises right away. Okay, so the test method. If you want to find the word the in the string the dog chased the cat, you could use the following regular expression, which is just the literal word we want to find. And the way JavaScript uses regexes is to test it first using the .test method. It takes a regular expression and applies it to a string and returns true or false if your pattern finds something or not. Pretty straightforward. So here's an example. The test string. This is the regular expression, the regex, and the pattern is code. We want to search for the word code, and we use test to see if it returns true. Okay, we need to do the same. We need to apply the regular expression myRegex to the string myString using the .test method. Okay, so just apply to the regex the method test, and inside I'm going to put myString. And this one should return true because hello is in this string. And it does. Okay. Let's go on. Now, matching literal strings. Okay, so that's what we did in the last exercise. Okay, so we did a literal search. Let's try something else. If you search for Kevin, it will not match. It will match only this Kevin only with uppercase K. If we use lowercase k, it won't match it, or if you use all uppercase. So, and later on we will learn how to match all those other forms as well. In this case, we need to complete the regex Waldo regex to find Waldo in the string Waldo is hiding with a literal match. Okay, so in here I'm going to write Waldo and with uppercase W because we are doing a literal match. Okay, that should do it. Okay, perfect. Now we are going to match a literal string with different possibilities. Okay, so we can use the OR operator to search for multiple patterns. Okay, so if we want to match yes or no, the regex you want is this one. Okay, it's similar to JavaScript code. So we can add more patterns by adding the OR operator. And now we want to complete this pet regex to match the pet's dog, cat, bird, or fish. Okay, let's do this. So dog or cat or bird or fish. Okay, this is what we want in this case. Let's run this. Okay, great. Now, so far we've looked at regexes to do literal matches of strings, but we also want to match sometimes case differences. Letter case, that means. Okay, so we can match both cases using what is called a flag. So today we're going, in this exercise we're using the I flag, which means for ignore case. Okay, so if you use the I flag, it will find both lowercase and uppercase versions of that word, of that pattern that you are searching for. Okay, so if we want to match freeCodeCamp, no matter its case, we can just add I. Okay, let's write first the pattern. I'm going to write it all lowercase because it doesn't matter. if we are going to use this I flag. Okay, great. Now, how to extract matches. Okay, now so far we use the test method. Now we're going to use the .match method, and we're going to apply to a string and pass in the regex inside the parentheses. Okay, great. So here's an example. This is the string regular expressions. We have this regex expressions, and the match will return us an array with its matches, and there's only one match in this case. Okay, let's do this. So we want to apply match method to extract the word coding. Okay, so let's do this. Coding. This is the regex we want, and the result will be in this case, remember that you need to write the string first, and we applied the match method to that, not like we did with test, because we applied the test method to the regex. So coding regex will be the input. Let's run this, and that's good. Okay, if we want to find more than the first match, because so far we found only the first match, and to repeat the pattern search more than once, we can use another flag, the G flag, okay? So we just add the flag. That's pretty straightforward. So here we have the star regex. We need to find and extract both twinkle words from the string twinkle star. Okay. Now remember that we will write twinkle here. In this case, twinkle is written once with an uppercase and another with a lowercase t. So we need to use also the flag for ignore case. We can do like this. So we apply two flags, global and ignore case. And now we're going to use the match method, match star regex. And this is going to give us an array with all the matches. Perfect. And now we're going to learn about wildcard and period. Okay, so if you're not searching for exact characters, you can use the wild character, which is a dot or a period. With this one will match any one character, so only one character, but any character. Okay, so for example, if you wanted to match all the words hug, ha, hurt, or hum, you can use this pattern HU and a dot. This dot can be any character, so it can be a G, an H, a T, or an M. Okay, so we need to complete the regex unregex so that it matches the strings run, sun, fun, pun, none. So as you can see, we have the second and third letter UN, but the first one can be any letter. Okay, so let's write this dot and UN, and we'll just test it. So this will be the pattern. Great. Now we're going to match single character with multiple possibilities. Okay, so we learned how to match a literal and a wildcard. You can search for literal pattern with some flexibility with character classes. So character classes allow us to define a group of characters which you want to match by placing inside a square bracket. Okay, so we can make a pattern like this. So this square brackets here contain 3 characters, but that means that inside here we only want one character, but one of these 3. So inside the square brackets we only put the choices. But then again, this means only one character, and it can be only an A, an I, or a U. Okay, similar like the dot, but dot was meant for any character. In this case, we specify the options. So if you want to match bag, big, and bug, we can use this. Okay. So we need to use a character class with all the these vowels in our regex, vowel regex, to find all the vowels in the string quote sample. Okay, so we also want upper and lowercase vowels. Let's do this. So we want to match all the vowels. A, E, I, O, U. And we want them both uppercase and lowercase, so I'm using the I flag for ignore case. And I'm going to okay, now I'm going to use the match quote sample.match, and I'm going to give vowel regex as an input and run this. Okay, we also want the global flag. Great. Okay. Matching letters of the alphabet. So we can use character sets, but we can use also we can define a range of characters using the hyphen. Okay, so if you want all the letters from A to E, we can do this. Okay. So match all the letters inside quote sample. To do that, we can cover all the letters from A to Z in the English alphabet, and we want them all and ignore case. Let's run, so let's try this. Quote sample.match. Okay, perfect. Okay, now matching numbers and letters of the alphabet. We can also make ranges of numbers, like we did with letters. Okay, so, and we can combine them like this. All the letters from A to Z and all the numbers from 0 to 9. All the digits, to be more precise. Okay, so we need to create a single regex that matches a range of letters between H and S and a range of numbers between 2 and 6. Okay, let's write this down. So H till S and the numbers 2 to 6. Okay, so let's make this global and ignore case. And then quote sample dot match, and let's close this here. Perfect. Okay, if we want to match single characters not specified. Okay, now we can use negated character sets. So you can place a caret after the opening bracket and before the characters you do not want to match. Okay, so in this case, this pattern here means that I want any character except for these two, A, E, I, O, U. Okay, so also characters and like this, also white space, are matched. Okay, so this negated vowel character only excludes the vowel characters. Okay, we need to create a single regex that matches all characters that are not a number or a vowel. Okay, so we want to start this with a caret. I don't remember where the caret is in my keyboard. Okay, I think I found it. It's Shift 6. Okay, so all the characters that are not a number or a vowel. Let's exclude numbers first. I'm going to okay, let's put it here. Sorry about that. So inside the brackets, I'm going to exclude 0 till 9, all the numbers, and all the letters A, E, I, O, U. Okay, and we want them global and ignore case. Okay, let's run this. Let's do this. So quote sample dot match and my regex. Let's run this. Okay, great. Now we want to match match characters that occur one or more times. Okay, it means when they appear one or more times in a row. Okay, so for example, we can use the plus character. So that is, the character has to repeat one after the other. Okay. So A plus in this case would match ABC and return A. It will also match AABC and return AA. Okay. In this case, it would return just A and A, two matches. Let's find matches when the letter S occurs one or more times. In Mississippi. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to use the letter S here with a plus. So that should do it. Let's make it global. And ignore case. Oh no, just global. Let's run this. Okay, great. Now we are going to match characters that occur 0 or more times. Okay, so we use the plus sign to look for characters that occur one or more times. Okay, there's also an option that matches characters that occur 0 or more times, and that would be the star or the asterisk. So, for example, this one, go star, this one would match go and also just G, because O can be from 0 to infinity. So it also matches just G, because we can also have no O. Okay, Chewy quote has been initialized as arc, this one. Oh, it's not here. Behind the scenes, create a regex, Chewy regex, that uses the star character to match an uppercase A character immediately followed by 0 or more lowercase A characters. Okay, so we don't need flags for this one. So we need to match an uppercase A and an indefinite number of A's, of a lowercase a. So from a 0 or more. Okay, this one should do it. Great. Now, lazy matching. Okay, so greedy match finds the longest possible part of a string that fits the regex pattern and returns it as a match. The alternative is a lazy match, which finds the smallest possible part of the string that satisfies that regex pattern. Okay, so for example, this pattern in Titanic, this is basically a pattern that starts with T and ends with I and has some letters between. Regular expressions are by default greedy, so the match would return Titani. It finds the largest substring. Okay, but if we use the question mark character to make it a lazy match, then it will only find Ti. Okay, so this one right here, this one will fulfill that regex pattern. Okay, we need to fix the regex to return the HTML tag h1 and not the text right here. Okay, so we need to perform a lazy match by using the question mark. Okay, let's try to do this. So I'm using, after the star operator, I'm using this. Let's run this. Perfect. Okay, this is a long exercise. Let's see. Find one or more criminals in hunt. Okay, time to pause and test your new regex writing skills. We have a group of criminals escaped from jail, which ran away, but we don't know how many. However, you do know that they stay close together when they are around other people. You are responsible for finding all the criminals at once. Okay, here's an example. Z plus matches the letter Z when it appears one or more times in a row. Okay, so we need to write a greedy regex that finds one or more criminals within a group of other people. A criminal is represented by the capital letter C. Okay, so this one is a criminal, this one is a criminal, not the other ones. So we need to find one or more criminals within a group of other people. Okay, let's see. So I'm not getting one thing here, if a criminal is considered this string or if it's just one letter. So how is a criminal represented? Okay, let's see. So our regex should match one criminal C in C. Okay, so we want to make it an uppercase C. Regex should match two criminal CC. Okay, so we can have at least one or more C's. So in this case, we can use plus. Okay, should match three criminals. Okay, so we shouldn't match this, which means that we are okay with plus. Okay, let's try to run this first and see what we get. Oh, also let's make it global. Ah, that does it. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to match beginning string patterns. Okay. We can also use regular expression to search for patterns in specific positions in strings. Okay, so before we use the caret inside the character set to create a negated character set, but outside the character set, the caret is used to search for patterns at the beginning of strings. Okay, so this is an example. If we start the pattern with a caret, we are going to find this pattern Ricky, but only if it is at the beginning of a string. Okay, so let's use the caret character to find Cal only in the beginning of the string. Okay. This one should do it. Okay, great. Let's do one more and continue in the next video. Okay, now we are going to match ending string patterns. So for ending, we are using the $sign. This is pretty similar. We just put it at the end of the pattern and we'll only match this pattern if it's at the end of a string, like this one. Okay, let's use this to match the string caboose at the end of the string caboose. Okay, so we want to match this at the end. Let's run this. Okay, great. So that's it for this video, guys. In the next one, we will continue with regular expressions. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.